Hello and welcome back to the Achievement Planner. And today I'm coming to you with Turnip Boy Robs a Bank. Like, really? Alright, this is the sequel to Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. Yeah, I know. Like, these ideas the developers have. I mean, it's a funny idea. And it was actually a good game, too. But, yeah, oh my gosh. Alright, so this game has 23 achievements for 1,000 gamer score. And I give it a 4 out of 10 difficulty. Now, for a lot of people, it might be easier. But for someone like me who's not good at games like this, there's a lot of shooting and bosses and stuff. And I use a lot of melee too, but I'm not good at games like this, so it was hard. And I played in the easiest difficulty. Are you kidding? But by the way, you can use God mode on this game, and you can still get all the achievements. Just so you know, I didn't do that, but yeah, you can definitely do that. So yeah, completion time 4 to 5 hours. It's not a long game. And play through number 1, all achievements. That's right. Now, you may miss some of them, which is why I'm going to go over them. But you can technically get all of them in one playthrough. And then you could actually, once the story's over, you can keep playing on once you finished it. So category number 1, story achievements. 9 achievements for 350 gamer score. And these are all the ones you'll get just for doing the whole story. Killing bosses and stuff, you know. So yeah, that's that. Category number 2, miscellaneous story achievements. 6 achievements for 215 gamer score. Now, when I say story achievements, usually that means unmissable stuff. And miscellaneous story achievements, for me, is unmissable stuff. So this is stuff you should get no matter what. I'll explain, though. Alright, number 1, buyers... Well, basically, the first 4 are to steal $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, and $1 million. And my dog is drinking water in the background, Arlo. So, yeah, if you hear that sound. Anyway, so yeah, the $1 million, you're like, how are you going to get that? There's a point at the end of the story where you go to a place and you pick up an item, and that item ends up being $1 million. You would have to not pick up that item, which I can't imagine you wouldn't, in order to not get that achievement. So yeah, pretty much it's unmissable. And number 5 and 6 are purchasing an item off the dark web. Ooh. Now, the items on the dark web are mandatory to buy in order to complete the story. You literally cannot complete the story without buying them. Now, I guess you don't have to buy the final few, but I think you might. I don't know. To be honest, I just bought them all because I had to buy them all. So just make sure you buy them all. And you're like, well, what if I don't have enough money? You will have enough money, I promise. And even if you didn't, you can just keep replaying over and over until you have enough money. Yeah. So you'll see this dark web thing on the computer. Just buy all the items, and there aren't that many. I think even in the video I might be showing all of them. All right, category number 3, miscellaneous achievements. 5 achievements for 185 gamer score. Number 1, whoa, guns. This is using the weapon rack. So these are achievements that are miscellaneous because you don't have to do these things. These are things that are optional, but you're gonna probably do anyway. But yeah, you don't have to. So yeah, using the weapon rack, every time you get research a weapon or do things, your weapons that are unsellable, like you can pick up a whole bunch of weapons in the game, and you can use those and give those to the other guy to research them. But there are your own weapons. They're on the weapon rack, the ones that are yours, all right? Just use it once and you'll get it. Like I used it over and over, literally every time I went back to the bank. By the way, this whole game is basically just go to a bank and you keep opening up areas of the bank. So yeah, that's all it is. All right. Number 2 and 3, purchasing a Roboroid. Lovely. These are like upgrades. So you're probably no doubt gonna purchase a Roboroid. I guess you don't have to if you don't want. Like increase your health, make the timer longer. You know, all things like that. Like you know, do more damage. And then if you purchase all of them, you'll get number 3 for 50 gamer score. And then again, you're probably going to do that anyway. And you're going to have plenty of money to do it, I promise. All right, number 4 and 5 is researching a weapon. So when you pick up any weapons, you can pick up 2 at a time. What you'll have to do is, like, let's say you start with your main sword thingy. And then you start with one of your guns, your normal weapons. You go in, you have to drop those weapons. They'll be back at your base, it's fine. But you have to drop those weapons for specialty weapons that are all over the place. You kill enemies, they drop them. So just pick up 2 each time you go into the bank and make sure you finish the level. If you die, you don't get those weapons. But finish the level, come back out, talk to the guy, and he will, and you research it. And then once you get to level 10, which is the max level, you'll get both of those achievements. But you'll get the number 4 quickly. So yeah, also there is a locker. Oh, so there are these elevators in this game, and these elevators are completely RNG. They completely change every time. They're the same like 6 or 7 rooms, but they keep alternating which one is where every time you go back to the bank. Yeah. So one of them is like this pool, and there's this locker there, and you could put another weapon in there. So that's your chance to have 3 weapons to research. Hopefully that made sense. Once you start playing, you'll see. And category number 4, collectible achievements. 3 achievements for 250 gamer score. And these are things that if you are completing every single task that everybody has around, which there aren't that many tasks, to be honest. If you're doing every task, you will get all these pretty much. I mean, and also you're going to find these cameras that are set up on a tripod. I think it's a tripod. And you just have to take the pictures. So that's number 1, photography student, 50 gamer score, took all the photos. So yeah, all different areas of this, you're going to have to be doing, you're going to, by the way, I will put up a guide with everything. Just, I don't know if it's going to be the full one with the whole game, or if it's just going to be a collectibles one, but it'll be a guide you could watch that someone made. So anyway, but yeah, taking all the photos, most of the areas have like a camera. You know, as you take a picture of whatever you're doing, and then you'll find it. The only one I was confused was, no, I wasn't confused for that. All of them you were able to find, as long as you do all the missions. Some of the missions, that's why I was confused. Some of the missions, at the end of the missions, they take pictures. Yeah, so you need to make sure you do all the missions if you want all the photos. So number 2, completionist, 150 gamer score, completed all the tasks. That's for doing every mission. So just make sure that you go to every person, every NPC. Some of them go to them more than once because you have to shake them down for money. Oh my gosh. Or shake them down for divorce papers. Are you kidding? Yeah, like seriously. Yeah, to make sure you do all the missions, and then you will be able to complete all the tasks that way. There were a couple I could not find. There is one room, by the way. It has I think it has a pentagram on the door, and you need to go back later. Just remember that. Make sure you go back later, because I almost missed that one. I went there originally, did what I had to do in that room, in that elevator room, and I had to go back again later on towards the end in order to talk to a certain person. Just know that. All right, and then number 3, high fashion, obtained all the hats. So the hats are obtained by doing all the missions. They'll give you hats. So just make sure you do all of them. That's usually the reward they give you. The other way is by making sure you check your inbox. In your phone, you'll see there's an inbox, and people will be, and you'll have emails that'll be basically be hats. Yeah. And then yeah, by doing all that, and there is one hat in the Roboroids that you need to purchase. So even if you just purchased that, you would get that Roboroids achievement for buying the hat. And then yeah, make sure though, once you find all the photos, you will get a hat. Once you complete all the tasks, you will get a hat. Once you finish the game, I was like, why did I not get this hat achievement? I had to finish the game first, and once I finished the game, I was like, what's gonna happen? I restarted at the hideout, and then you go into your inbox, there are new hats there. That's when I got the achievement, which is probably on the video. But yeah, so make sure you do all of those things. And there was also one task thing at some point in one of those elevators where they ask you to kill a certain amount of enemies. I mean, I consider that part of the tasks. In fact, it is probably part of the tasks. But just make sure you do that too, and then they will give you hats. But yeah, that is it. That is the entire game. It was not long, and I felt like it was a little easier to follow than the first one, but very different than the first one. So I hope you enjoy it. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it, or if you're looking forward to it, or have questions. And I will see you next time on Achievement Planner.